This is my 1967 Chevelle SS 396 L78 car, one of 612 produced in 1967. It is finished in Code T Capri Cream with the optional black vinyl top. You can see the gaps on the door are very nice, as the fender, the hood, and the cowl all fit exceptional. The trim on the car is in amazing condition and fits as good as any I've ever seen. The vinyl top obviously has been replaced during the restoration. It is the correct grain. It's not too deep, as I see so often. That shows. You can see the rear window trim is incredible. It does have standard gold interior. Unusual for an L78 car, it is equipped with a center console, sport wheel. This is an original GM piece, not a reproduction. Car also has the gauge package. Let's see if we can get this to focus a little bit better. The blinker tack. It is a reproduction interior. Imagine trying to find original gold door panels. Would be probably harder to find than a needle in a haystack. That are in good enough condition to use, that is. You can see the car is very straight. Open the trunk. It does have a beautifully restored jack. The car did come from Maine. Kurt Byro restored the car out of Indiana with the help of a lot of people, from what I understand. I cannot take credit for restoring this car. Let's see, the spatter paint has been done very nicely in the trunk. Kurt did put together this really nice book involving signed affidavits from prior owners, score sheets, original picture of the dealership back in the day, AACA accreditation, judging sheets from the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, all the numbers for all the parts, except for the engine block. After Kurt made this sheet, the original engine block was found, or what is at least thought to be the original engine block. We'll go over that in a minute. Here are some old photos of the car, actually in Maine. Of course, being an SS396, it does have 12 bolt. It is the original rear end. It's 373 posi. It's dated April 6th, 1967. This car was built in the third week of April of 67. A lot of 67 Chevelle L78 fans will know that the option wasn't released until sometime in March of that year, making this one of the earliest known examples. I believe right now it is the earliest known 67 L78 Chevelle to exist. Not saying they didn't make one sooner, but this one right now I think is the oldest one known. Car does drive really nice. It does have a little crack in the paint right here, which has been there since I've had the car. You can see the quarter panel, how nice it looks. The glass on the car is amazing. It is all date coded. Front date, a little hard to find, but it's down there, as is the windshield. The car did come with power disc brakes, which in 67 did require rally wheels. These are 15-inch rally wheels on the car right now. I do have the original 14s that will go with the car as well. I just like the 15s better. I put F70 15 red lines on it. I think it looks pretty good. You can see that Kurt did bring the car to many AACA events, and he was a national first prize winner in 2011, the senior class. So pretty big deal there. You can see the T3 headlights and high beams. Bumper is incredible. Let's open the hood and see what everybody wants to see. So we were talking about the engine block. When Kurt got this car, I believe it had a 68 warranty replacement CE block in it. After he restored the car, he was able to track down the 67 EG block in the same area of northern rural Maine. The assembly date does match the Protecto plate. It does not, however, have the VIN on it, so I cannot say undeniably that it is the original block. I believe it is, but I don't have any more concrete evidence other than that. So we'll just leave that where it is. Some people may think it is. Some people might think it's a replacement. Chevelle enthusiasts will know that real EG blocks are very rare. And for this one to have the exact same assembly date as the one on the Protecto plate is a good indicator, but I wasn't alive when this car was built, nor did I own it since it was new, so I cannot say. Does have the original Schweitzer fan clutch. You can see the fan, 5-blade L78 fan is beautiful. It does have the original 391 heads on it, dated April 1st, 67. The 1170 distributor is intact. It's dated October 7th, 1966. The 069 intake is dated March 16th, 67. 3910 carbs still in place, which is dated April 2nd, 1967. It also retains the very rare Chevelle only 772 crank pulley. And the timing cover without the dowel pins, which can be a little bit difficult to see. Maybe here you can get a better look at it. Everything is day coded. Brake booster, I believe, is dated 323rd day of 66. Correct 693 alternator. April 7th, 67. And yeah, this car is just a total showstopper. It's a very correct restoration. Kurt Byro and Dave Birdwell, Jeff Helms, everyone involved, they did an amazing job with this car. And it's no longer a show car. It is driven. The car drives wonderfully. The engine runs great. I will have some driving videos posted of that as well, so you can see how it drives. It pulls real strong, great oil pressure, runs cool. Look at the underside of the hood. This car was restored, I believe, in the 2009, 2010 time period. See the correct radiator, fan shroud. The way that the paint looks and the restoration is held up is just a testament to how well it was performed. Those guys did a great job. I have just done some caretaking and sorting out, since the car wasn't a driver when we got it. But now, I mean, it will still win any local show you take it to. Most people think it might not be an actual factory L78 car because they've never seen one in person. So it's always an interesting conversation. It is amazing. You can see the grille was installed correctly with the rivets. There's no funny business with this car, in other words. The undercarriage still looks great. It is an M21 car. I think I said earlier, with 373 posi. Come around back again to the tail panel. I mean, it's just beautiful. All the trim. It's just expertly restored. I mean, if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. I'd be happy to do my best to answer them. There are several threads about this car on the Chevelle, Team Chevelle site, and some on the Yanko.net site as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm sure whoever owns this car will be very, very pleased with it. It is an AM radio car with the antenna in the rear, which to my knowledge was more common on the East Coast. I'm in California now. Most of the California cars have the antenna in the fender. Really looks nice. Looks like a brand new car sitting in front of my house here.